Hello, I'm gonna be speaking on two topics that we're supposed to be reading over today. First one is Canvas, and the second one is patterns. So, firstly, when I was reading over Canvas, I scanned over the definition, which is pretty much a tool for describing, analyzing, and designing business models. And a business model describes the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value. Now, to build a canvas, there are nine building blocks that the chapter talked about, and the section I read only went over four, I believe, which I'll be describing later. But pretty much, the left part of the canvas is the business model. The right side of the canvas focuses on the value of the business. And the canvas pretty much focuses primarily on the customer and on the customer's, probably on customer satisfaction. So, plenty of people learn from the business model to enhance their business ideas and form a structure. And the business model revolves around the customer. So, one of the first building blocks that I read about is the Canvas segment, which defines the different groups of people or organizations the enterprise aims to reach and serve. There was the value propositions, which describes the bundle of products and services that creates value for a specific customer segment. This section primarily talks about the benefits that a company should offer, and if this product is something new and disruptive that's brought into the market, or something similar that's brought into the market but adds features and other attributes that the other product didn't have. Another section was channels, which describes how a company communicates with and reaches its customer segments. And then there's customer relationships, which describes the types of relationship a company establishes with specific customer segments. So that's pretty much what I got from the canvas part. Now into patterns. Patterns is a similar characteristics, arrangements of business model building blocks, and similar behaviors. Now, the section I was focusing on was section two of patterns, which focused on something called the long tail. Long tail is something that is focused on selling less of more. Long tail business models require low inventory costs and strong platforms to make niche, not nice. And niche, which I really didn't really know the definition was, is it appeals to a small, specialized section of the population, which makes content readily available to interested buyers. So the purpose of this section talks about pretty much uh, lower costs to bring on high number of consumers. And examples such as Netflix, which brings about uh, low budgeted movies, which brings in a whole audience because Netflix is a low cost app, and you have a bunch of movies on there which people will not really have heard about, but it's still bringing an audience, and everybody still wants to watch these movies because Netflix is such at a low cost. And another example is that falling technology costs gave individuals access to tools that were expensive a few years ago. So, value proposition in this aspect of patterns talks about how characterized by offering a wide scope of non-hit items that may coexist with hit products, and long-tail business models will also facilitate and build on user-generated content. So that sums up Canvas and patterns. Thank you for listening.